That was a weird wink.
You're a weird winker most of the time, unless that was weird too.
Utah Senator Mike Lee has proposed a bill that seeks to redefine the legal definition of obscenity in a way that even the most mild porn could be banned. The Interstate Obscenity Definition Act could ban anything that would arouse and titillate. Well, I don't know. There goes the dumpster fire, I guess. There goes dumpster fire cleavage at the very least, because we put the tit in titillate.
Why don't you give me ape tit for 200?
It's not ape tit.
And the Mexican weather ladies are out. They will not take our Mexican weather ladies. They will have to pry the Mexican weather ladies from us and our cold dead hands, because that's really all we care about here. And I know that's all you guys care about. That's what you're here for.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I'm Bridget Phetasy, and this is your Dumpster Fire. Welcome to Dumpster Fire, where we make burgers out of your sacred cows. We premiere new episodes every Tuesday and Friday at 8 p.m. Central. Please join us in the chat. We're usually there, getting roasted by you, deservedly. Before we get going, some upcoming comedy dates for you guys. Tickets are available for my stand-up comedy show, Ask Me Anything. Our next show is Thursday, May 22nd at the Creek in the Cave in Austin. There's a link in the description where you can buy tickets if you are already going to be in town to see me opening for Colin Quinn. I suggest you come to that show. I've also got a new show launching on Wednesday, May 21st on Two-Way called Real America. If you want to be a member of the audience, click the link below to register in order to get the Zoom link, and you can be a member of the live audience. And we're really excited about it. We've done some test runs. It's going to be bonkers. I cannot wait. It's going to be a dumpster fire. I can pretty much guarantee that.
How about 911? Anyone? 911.
Let's get into it. Representative Mike Lee wants to ban anything that would arouse and titillate. The problem with a bill banning anything that would arouse and titillate is that those things are totally subjective. Anything can be considered porn if you're horny enough.
Bother!
Hell yeah, we're into the same sick shit, huh?
The exact wording in the bill reads, the term obscene or obscenity when used in a manner or context that explicitly refers to or could apply to a picture, image, graphic image, file, film, videotape, or other visual depiction that taken as a whole appeals to the prurient interests in nudity, sex, or excretion. Depicts, describes, or represents an actual or simulated sexual act or sexual contact, actual or simulated, normal or perverted sexual acts, or lewd exhibition of the genitals with the objective intent to arouse and titillate or gratify the sexual desires of a person, and taken as a whole lacks serious literary, artistic, political, or scientific value. Well, there go the feet pics.
Son of a bitch!
Who's to say what's titillating to someone? Some people get titillated by ASMR videos and hangings. What if reading the bill turned you on? Would it be banned? This really makes me want to start my OnlyFans channel, Policy Wonking, where I read bills in a sexy voice and rub my feet together. And then guess what, Mike Lee? You're going to have to ban those too. Porn is like life. It always finds a way. I'm not like super pro porn either. I do think it's breaking brains, but it is like life, and that it also is just an expression of the biological urge to procreate, which is also going away. If in order to not be considered porn, it has to have literary, artistic, political, or scientific value, all of our porn stars are just going to start making science videos.
I'm a doctor, and yes, they're real.
They're already doing this, by the way. Sex is already everywhere, and I'm not saying that's good, but this will only force it everywhere else. You're going to have porn stars reading Emma. You're going to have porn stars doing biology videos and doing volcano eruptions.
Those are all weird.
It's just some guy jerking it, and then they put a volcano over it, and it's like, bah! It's like, how are you going to do this? I don't even understand. I know they're trying, but it's so dystopian. The new definition would be so broad and vague that Game of Thrones would be considered porn. Although, to be fair, Game of Thrones definitely is porn.
Beams.
Even the word titillate is titillating. It's quite titillating. In fact, I think we should ban the word titillate. Again, all of this stuff is subjective. People get off to all kinds of weird things. What's next? Princess Leia in Return of the Jedi? Oh my, that gold bikini. Sydney Sweeney giggling in a low-cut dress. Is it getting warm in here? Chris Hemsworth workout videos. I do declare, my goodness, it is getting warm in here. The Trump assassination attempt video. Am I aroused right now? My goodness.
My nether regions are feeling warm.
I feel like I'm getting a touch of the vapors.
Colonel Angus might be rough. Colonel Angus might not smell like a bed of roses, but deep down, Colonel Angus is very sweet.
We need to ban these images. Under these circumstances, the entire Met Gala would be banned because everybody's half naked at that thing, and that one actually kind of makes sense. This is like Demolition Man, where all sexual content was banned and people were forced to have sex by VR. That's basically where we're headed.
And one of the first things that Dr. Cocteau was able to do was to outlaw and behaviorally engineer all fluid transfer out of societally acceptable behavior. Not even mouth transfer is condoned.
Before our next segment, don't forget to like, subscribe, titillate my bells and buttons, and please tell your friends about us. Help us reach our lofty goal of 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. And when we do, I will do my best Mexican weather report, unless that's been banned. You have to stick around through the ads to see the weather report, guys. Sorry, them's the rules. I've got to look good for my Mexican weather report, guys. Getting older, it ain't for sissies. That's why I love my Bon Charge red light face mask. I use it 10 minutes every night, and you can use it while watching TV, cooking, a meal, putting the kids to bed. Down here, it's my time, guys. It's my 10 minutes to myself that I can stop and relax and do something for myself that I know will help me look and feel better. The red light face mask boosts collagen and elastin production and helps get rid of those fine lines and wrinkles and even my sunspot. It also helps with sore jaw. Is that going to be banned? Would sore jaw jokes be outlawed? Would Tom Hiddleston himself be outlawed? Tom Hiddleston definitely titillates me. It gets rid of eczema, migraines, acne, scar tissue, wound healing, razor burn, and even ingrown facial hair. I have even seen a noticeable difference in my fine lines and wrinkles, and my skin looks younger and glowing. Go to boncharge.com/Bridget and use the coupon code Bridget to save 15% off. That's BONCHARGE.com/Bridget and use coupon code Bridget to save 15% off your entire order. The link is in the description below. Now let's check the weather with Marilu Kaufman.
Del pronóstico del tiempo con este panorama de nubosidad escasa que domina sobre buena parte del norte y noreste del país, hacia el centro, hacia el sur y partes del occidente. El desarrollo de chubascos y tormentas continúa siendo válido. Podemos observar este panorama precisamente en estos puntos. Tenemos el paso de ondas tropicales.
Thank you, Marilu. These are the Republicans I remember when I was growing up. Prude, alarmist, preachy. This is taking me back to my roots as a 90s kid. I feel comfortable in this safe space. Now the GOP is a little bit incoherent. They have a guy who slept with a porn star, and they love sucking Andrew Tate's dick.
Why are you gay?
The bill also concerns the federal crime of saucy text messages and webcamming, phone sex businesses, and, cam girls. They're going after the e-thoughts. They're going after old school porn. Before long, we'll have to etch porn into our tablets.
Hey there, son.
We're going to have to make little claymation porn. As Elizabeth Nolan Brown explains for Reason, Lee seeks to change the way telecommunications are viewed. Currently, obscene communications transmitted by means of a telephonic device must be done with an intent to abuse, threaten, or harass in order for them to be considered a crime. But this bill, buried at the very end of it, Lee wants to remove the intent to abuse, threaten, or harass bit, so any telecommunications considered obscene would be criminalized even when no ill intent was present. This is creepy, dystopian. It's wild. The proposed change would possibly allow for targeting phone sex operators and dirty phone calls too, while Lee's revised definition of obscenity concerns visual depictions, not words. It still seems to allow for obscenity to exist in other contexts, and in short, it defines all pornographic images as illegal obscenity, but it does not limit illegal obscenity to pornographic images, which leaves room for phone calls that include sex talk to be labeled obscene, even when everyone involved is a consenting adult. This is again from Elizabeth Nolan Brown and Reason. It's even possible that this change could be used to go after porn and nude images sent from one telephone to another in various capacities, which is also insane. This act could redefine obscenity so vaguely that it could apply to a broad range of private sexual activities, potentially in violation of the Fourth Amendment and other constitutional safeguards for privacy. So I know it doesn't seem like a big deal, but this is a bill that he wants to have be a federal application. So it should be something people care about.
Okay, sexting between a married couple and just sending someone an eggplant emoji could be considered obscene.
Yeah.
You know?
Sexting, sending a chick a dick pic when you're trying to
woo her.
Don't do that.
No, don't do that. Just phone
Deal
sex
breaker.
in general.
I've been watching so much 30 Rock. That's a deal breaker.
If your boyfriend calls out his brother's name during sex, that's a deal breaker, ladies.
This is the golden age of dystopia. We'll be okay. We'll be dead by the time all of this really plays out. We'll probably live in a time of sex slave robots and early dystopian laws. Our kids and our grandkids are doomed. They are going to live in a pure dystopia. They want to regulate anything that's sexual that we can share, which is massive, scary overreach and has downstream consequences that we're not even going to be able to understand. Also, do you want people to fuck or don't you? Are you concerned about the birth rates or aren't you? You're going to need to let people do a little flirty sex messaging if you want them to hook up, because that's the only way these youngsters are even communicating anymore. So either you care about the birth rate collapsing or you don't. We're not going to all go back to wooing each other and going out on dates with our chaperones so that then we can see a little bit of ankle and oh my, her neck is showing. You're not putting this genie back in the bottle, guys. I know you're going to try. And by the way, I don't want to have to jerk it to pictures of Mike Lee. That will be the only thing that's allowed. The Republicans have a tradition of whining about the nanny state, and this is a huge nanny state. It's very puritanical as well. Previous obscenity laws were designed to prevent other people from being offended, but this bill aims to prevent people from being offended at all. This is like having a no nudity law in your own house. It's crazy. Get out of my bedroom, Mike Lee, you freaking pervert. Are you worried you have an STD? You filthy, filthy whore. We've all been there, or maybe you haven't been, in which case, go have more sex. Go out there, kids. No one likes to think about STDs, but if you're sexually active, you should be getting routine STD and STI screenings to make sure you and your partner or partners, we're not here to judge, Utah, are safe and healthy. Now you can skip the doctor and buy your own STD and STI tests online with Quest. QuestHealth.com offers comprehensive STD panels and individual STI screenings with several collection methods. These are the same quality lab tests that doctors use available to you. It's as easy as purchasing a test from QuestHealth.com and visiting a nearby Quest Diagnostics location for sample collection. No doctor's visit required, and it doesn't go on your insurance, which is amazing, particularly for people on HMOs. So, be responsible. Prioritize your health. Summer's coming. Make sure that you're not passing something around. Visit questhealth.com today. Use the code Bridget to get 25% off and find answers to the multitude of health questions you may have. That's questhealth.com and use the code Bridget for 25% off. Link in the description below. If you love Dumpster Fire, the best thing you can do is become a paid supporter at Phetasy.com. You get the unedited version of Dumpster Fire, and we leave a lot of inappropriate stuff on the cutting room floor. And you also get access to everything else we're doing, and it's a lot. Join us right here on YouTube every Tuesday and Friday night at 8 p.m. Central for a new Dumpster Fire. We do a live chat, which is always hilarious. Thank you to everyone who helps make Dumpster Fire possible. Thank you to Bon Charge and Quest for sponsoring today's episode. Thank you, audience, subscribers, supporters, We love you. Thank you, Maggie.
Thank you, Bridget.
Thank you, Two-Way, for the glow up. And now to cleanse your palate. The internet is glorious. Remember, life is absurd. Don't take yourself so damn seriously. Take the work seriously. Don't take yourself seriously. This has been your Dumpster Fire. I'm Bridget Phetasy. Now make me rich.
And the unicorns dance while the world burns, world burns.